How we doing today, guys? This is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. I'm Keith Rowland, and this is just another installment to my Justin Motivation series. If you're out there popping fireworks today, I'm going to need you to be safe because it's so easy to get hurt messing with fireworks. Messing with the dorm camera. Today, we are just going to be thankful. We are just going to be stepping in a new walk, in a new talk. How you doing today, Edis for Life? The things that's going on today is we need to be careful shooting these fireworks. We need to make sure that our grandkids, how you doing today, Fury? How about that? Hey, mate. Norman Price, hey, mate. If you haven't taken time, please subscribe to the channel. We almost have reached 1,000 subscribers, and I would like to enlarge my platform in order to be able to reach more people and to come across more people in different parts of the world. I've met several people, not only from Australia, from Ethiopia, from Canada. Check in where you are from. Thanks, I appreciate that a lot, Norman. Every time you receive a compliment from a person, you need to pass that buck on to someone else. Someone needs to be encouraged. Guys, we are good grandparents. We are good parents. We are good co-workers. We definitely are good church members. And we all just need to be safe today. We need to be thankful for our independence. We need to be thankful that we have a family to take care of and a family to be proud of. One thing that is a stickler in my mind is meeting people that you have never met before and being able to put down a good first impression. A good first impression for me would be someone thinking better about themselves than they thought before. Because personally, I am a cancer survivor, uh, stage 4 prostate cancer to be exact. It was a very trying time in my life. You know, I've always worked in warehouse work, pork processing. I was in management at the time, and I thought that my career was on a upward mobility. And next thing you know, it got to getting hard for me to go up and down stairs, and I just was wondering why I was feeling faint, you know, having temperatures and things of that nature. And I went and got checked out, and lo and behold, stage 4 prostate cancer, guys. How you doing, Mr. Rodriguez? How you doing today? And we just need to continue to. It's Rodriguez again. Hey, brother. Appreciate you, man, stopping by. I'd love to see people continually stop by because you develop rapport with the people. And being motivated to me is very important in life because how we feel about ourselves has a lot to do with the successes that we have in life. And being successful in life has a lot to do with just what you think in your spirit, because it says in the Bible that as a man or a woman thinks, so is he. I consider myself to be very blessed and highly favored. I consider my family to be the same. Anybody that's under the sound of my voice is going to receive an ultimate blessing because we're fellowshipping, believe it or not. You don't have to go to church or hang out in some building in order to fellowship with one another. You guys come into my stream and listening to the things, the subjects of the day, and so on and so forth. These are things, it's just like we're being supportive to one another. That's very important. That's very important from a standpoint of we all need each other. We are a world, not only a world economy, but a world community. That's one thing that we need to harp on. So the things that are going on in one part of the world have something to do with uh, things going on in another part of the world. How you doing today, Norman Price? I appreciate you coming back. Can you get a shout out again? You got Mr. Rodriguez in here, Voss Rodriguez. We'd like to shout him out if you get a chance. Stop by his channel to see what things that he has going on. I'm sure that you'll be more than pleased. This is the family man here. I'm very thankful to meet people like that. These people like him are the reason why I do things like this. Taking time out of my personal day in order to make sure that the people that I've come into contact with are very motivated. Guys, your business is going to that next level. Your families are going to that next level. You yourself are going to be a better version of yourself than you've ever been in the past. Because we are competing not with other people, we're competing with ourselves. We're competing with the person that we was yesterday and previous before that. I'm very thankful for that. I'm very thankful to continue reaching out. I'm very thankful to continue doing this Just Encouragement series because every time I get on here and do a Just Encouragement series part, and this is part 12, by the way, this is encouraging me. You know, the cancer just really took me for a hard loop. You know, from being healthy, jogging every morning, eating properly, eating my fruits and vegetables and all the things that we tell our children to eat. I was still doing those things in an adult and came up with cancer. I don't know the things that we're being exposed to as far as, you know, in our climates or exposed to the things in our workplaces, but we need to be mindful of our cancer screenings and checkups sometimes because sometimes if you catch cancer early enough, it'll give the doctor time to treat it, and it also gives you a chance to know what you're up against. Because you know, having your back against the wall and your family not being there as much as you would like for them to be, that's where your prayer closet comes into effect. Because that prayer, when you just get in there and say, God, you know, cancer, you know, I've been an athlete all my life. I've been a, you know, all-state basketball player. I was in the military running around doing the things. So, you know, cancer, I don't need this. I don't need this. I wanna grow old to see my grandchildren graduate from high school and stuff. Those are the things that I was thinking I was gonna miss, and I was very terrified of that. Very frightened. I appreciate it, Mr. Rodriguez. If you haven't got a chance to, hit that subscribe button and make sure and hit that notification bell because it lets you know that every time that I upload a video or I'm doing a stream, because you know the acquaintances that I'm meeting online are more than value. Hey, Shadow 101, how you doing today, man? Hope you living a blessed and highly favored life. And being careful with them fireworks today. I don't know if you lighting fireworks or if you're one of them people that like to. Yeah, I'm having a good life so far. I would feel like I'm being blessed. I'm not where I quite want to be, but I'm definitely on the right track to it. If I'm going to Lincoln Park to celebrate the 4th of July, that sounds pretty fun. So they're doing a big fireworks display and everything over there. Shadow. Uh, the concrete construction. Hope you have a blessed day too, man. I hope you guys get a day off for an exchange, for a change. You get a chance to sit down. I hope you guys have a nice day, man. Just the people that we meet on here, we're all like-minded individuals that want to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be. We also want to have those people around us be like-minded. We don't need nobody in our small groups to spoil the things that we're trying to set up in our lives, to make our futures more comfortable, to make our families more comfortable, to make our livelihoods more comfortable. I'm encouraged by the fact that people are just taking things step by step in a standpoint of when you move forward on that construction project, you're setting them forms and they're not level, and you don't take the time to get them as level as you normally would get them, you're not going to get the outcome that you normally would get because we're not putting our best foot forward. You're very smart. There's a reason why you started your concrete construction business in the first place. That means that you know what's going on. That means you know how to build it. You know how to monolithic pour. You know how to do all the things that are going to take your business to the next level. I'm here to tell you that your business is going to do better than it's been doing. It's going to go to the next level. It is going to continually, that concrete's going to float out just right. You're going to, oh, hey, you're just going to understand that you're just being more efficient for some reason. And that's just your mindset. Your construction company, man, is just going to explode, man. You're probably going to have more business than you know what to do with, but I guess that probably would be a good problem to have in the construction field. And also, your crew is not going to get injured on the job. Nobody's going to be hitting their fingers with the hammer and stuff because that crap hurts, especially when it's cold outside. You hit your finger or something with a hammer when you're trying to do a concrete form, buddy. You almost need prayer at the time. That is terrible. I've hit my hand so many different times, and then if you hit it with a glove on, woo wee. I know exactly how that feels, and I am not fond of it. So, if you haven't taken time and you're in the chat, please subscribe to the channel. I definitely would appreciate it. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, and that allows me to approach the monetization. And I would like to make a platform of this. I would like to do this for a living because God spared me from stage 4 prostate cancer. I'm bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and talking to you guys in regard. Hey, Norman. But we just need to continue to be mindful of our mindset because a lot of times, oh, you subscribed last time. Okay, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Mr. Rodriguez. I really do. Anytime I come across good people and they subscribe to my channel, all it does is just oh, I appreciate it. Claus Concrete Construction. Man, I'm hoping that you guys have off today. You're not a workaholic and you didn't go to work today, did you? Where do you go? Well, oh, I go to church at Word of Faith Family Worship Center in St. Joseph, Missouri. The pastor is R. Robert Warren Jr. Uh, he has a master's in education. He's also a school teacher and a band leader and so on and so forth. A very honorable man. And I've been receiving my tutelage, studying, and just helping with my personal lives, recovering mentally from this cancer. Uh, this is more like a session with me because every time, oh, full boxed. Hey, how you doing today? No, we did not. We got a day off. Man, about time. You need to take some time off, get a nice glass of iced tea, some lemonade, or mix you up one of them Arnie Palmers. Man, I like them Arnold Palmers, that lemonade and tea mixed together. Man, that is good. Get you a whole bunch of ice cubes in that. That's a top-notch drink right there. But today is Independence Day, and we're being independent from all the negativities that have been going our way. We're not going for that. Oh, that Diddy stuff, man, that stuff is terrible. That just makes me fall back into what I was talking about. Well, whenever we have a chance to help somebody in their life, don't take advantage of them. Do Norman, how you doing, man? Don't take advantage of people. Don't give a hand out. Give a hand up. All this stuff is unfortunate. Of course, we don't know any of the details. We all just know he said, she said, and things of that nature. But it's very unfortunate because he is one of the. Oh, I appreciate that, Abdullah. God bless you, brother. And you just don't want to be involved with that foolishness. You know what I mean? If I can go someplace and be working at a place, and the people that I'm working with are becoming friends of the family and things of that nature, we can barbecue on the weekends. Hot dogs and hamburgers and things of that nature can hit the grill, and the kids could be over there playing, and we could be over there talking shop and encouraging one another. Or if you're going to the mosque or something like that, or whether it be mosque or church, we're not in here to talk that religion stuff, on what's better than what. I'm not for that. Oh yeah, I'm doing a little grilling today. The grandkids are going to stop by, so I'm going to throw some Polish sausages, some beef Polish sausages, and hamburgers, and I'm gonna wrap some corn on the cob with some stuff. I seen a recipe online that I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna throw that on there. Man, I love corn on the cob. You go to church at Kennard Baptist in Indiana. Okay, a Hoosier. I like barbecue sauce or honey mustard. I kind of like both of them. It all depends, you know what I mean, on what food it is, because some things you can dip a good honey mustard in. But I mean, if you make up some fried chicken wings and stuff, you can put some of them in the honey mustard, some of them in the barbecue sauce. You're grilling with your aunt, mom, dad, grandma, and my other grandma and grandpa. Man, you having a good family day up there. God bless that. I'm hoping that y'all have a wonderful time and you get to laugh a whole lot, whole lots and lots of laughter. Laughter and spending time with the family is priceless. What do you do, sir? I mean, professional wise. Right now, sir, I'm on disability, recovering from stage 4 prostate cancer. I was professionally in the pork processing business. I was in management and quality assurance there. So that was what I was doing professionally, Mr. Abdullah. And I appreciate you asking. What do you do, sir? Your pastor is Elder Brent Weaver. Well, God bless him. God bless that word he's going to give y'all this weekend. I bet you it's going to be a fiery one. Hey, I appreciate that, Mr. Abdullah, because a lot of prayer and a lot of family support and a lot of friends, and me doing this right here. Sometimes I'm developing my own support group. When you get on here and you're talking about motivation, whether you believe it or not, this is like a small support group. And you're studying law, well, you're just so busy. You're busy all over the place, and I'm praying that you just receive all the knowledge that you can receive and be the best lawyer that you can be, Abdullah. And I'm being thankful for that. It's always good to follow the law because it's good for everyone. It says that you're in the Bible that you're supposed to follow the laws of the land. There's times that stuff happen that you feel like we need to do something else, but don't put yourself outside the law. You know what I mean? Because even God has laws that we're supposed to follow, and so on and so forth. So you don't want to step outside that. You don't want to get to messing with the law and all that. Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm not for sure how to pronounce your name, Snasha. I'm not for sure, but how you doing? I appreciate you stopping by. I'm gonna be more consistent on my streams, guys. I really feel like I should be streaming anywhere from 11 o'clock to noon. If somebody would think of a better time for me to be streaming and you would like to come by some of my streams, I'd be more happy to listen to any recommendations on streaming times, because I'm flexible from that standpoint, since I'm not going to work, clock in, clock out, because going through cancer treatments and all thing. And I feel like I can physically go ahead and do a job, but I don't want to do nothing to put myself in harm's way. And also, if I go to work and I get to feeling bad. What if they take my disability away? And then I don't have a way to take care of my mortgage and to make sure the bills are paid for my wife and I. That's not something I'm gonna go across. What's your perspective? What is your what is your perspective on life, sir? My perspective on life, Mr. Abdullah, is you only have one chance to make a good first impression. And we are all children of God. No one's better than nobody else. And we all should have a positive, uplifting word from one another. Because when I see people with their families and they're doing good with their families and stuff, that stuff is near and dear to my heart. I'm not for sure what your comment was, uh, Sneha. I'm not for sure what your comment is, but I appreciate you making comments and so on and so forth. And I do appreciate you, coming in the stream and everything. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate if you go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification icon so that lets you know anytime that I would go live or post a video or a short. All my material is motivation related, whether it be motivational quotes, motivational speaking, or just Christian motivation, because it says in Hebrews 13:1 to let brotherly love continue. And by us going back and forth on this stream, we are practicing brotherly love. Hi, what is 2 plus 2? I'm not getting where you're coming from. 4. If we're talking mathematically, there's other things that 2 plus 2 would mean, but I'm not for sure what you're meaning by that. But I know that wherever two people are, and then two more people come, and everybody prays, God is just going to be that much more happy that we all chose to have fellowship with one another, and that we continue to be motivating and uplifting to one another. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for this platform. Right now, I'm just meeting, one person, two-person, uh, many different people from all different walks of life. I don't care where you're from, whether you live in a village in Africa or you live in the mountains in Switzerland. We are neighbors. We are neighbors, and I'm happy to meet you. I'm grateful to meet you. And if you haven't, get in the comments and put in there where you're watching from. If you would like to, you could put in there your pastor's name. I'll shout your pastor out, because anybody that's trying to do something positive for the community, a church, or some people, I'm with that. I'll shout out anybody that does that. There's no cost to it. I'm not looking for somebody to give me some money just for shouting somebody out. Mr. Rodriguez, you have a good and blessed day. Just sitting here, just relaxing at the park. Normally I'd have my grandkids with me, but it is the 4th of July today, and my daughter didn't have to work today, so there's no need for me to be watching the kids and stuff. So I think they might be going to Worlds of Fun, going on the rides and stuff. I like Worlds of Fun, but I'm not too fond of all that stuff. And then you get down there eating expensive foods. I don't want my stomach to be upset, so I'm not going to be doing all that. How you doing today? I appreciate you, Sneha. If hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. Where are you watching from? Since you mentioned that we only have one chance to make an impression, can I please can please let what I mean by that is, if you're seeing me for the first time and I haven't come across you as a professional person that cares about other people, hey, how you doing now? Yeah, yeah, I got too many nieces and nephews and stuff, and I love them all. There's not, to make it to a point to be called uncle is a privilege. You know what I mean? Because so many different people don't make it to this. I have so many different friends that have so many different beautiful members of their family, and they're not here because they didn't take the time out to be thankful for the small things that are going on in their life. I'm just thankful for it. If people just pass by and say thank you, yes, where you guys are watching from. That would be much appreciated. Most of the time, a lot of the people that are in my streams are people that are local. Uh, but also, I found out that a lot of the people that are in my streams are from other countries, other large cities. Oh, from India. God bless you. It's nice. It's nice meeting you. And do you guys celebrate Fourth of July in India? Yeah, Jesus loves us all. I appreciate that. Yeah, Romans 10:9. I shout out the Lord, man. Speak that word. Oh, okay. Okay, so I guess you don't celebrate. That's fine. Happy Independence Day, America. Hey, appreciate that, Sneha. People don't even know about it here. Yeah, they have different customs in different places. It's not necessarily a good thing. You know what I mean? Independence Day. I mean, what I'm talking about it not being good. Oh, until we meet again, Abdullah. God bless you. Goodbye, sir. What I mean by that is that I'd rather be keeping the money in my pocket. I mean, you light a couple of fire. Well, you seen one firework light, you've seen them all, and they're not cheap anymore. None of that stuff's cheap. It's very, very expensive, and it's very dangerous for little kids to be sitting there trying to light fireworks. Yeah, I'm not with that stuff. But you do know about it. Okay, well that makes sense. See, you got a worldly way of thinking about things. There's I celebrate Independence Day by just being thankful. Sometimes my family will have a get together or something like that, but I don't want to blow up stuff and burn up stuff to celebrate nothing. I I bet you the weather's nice in California right now. I bet you that. I'm in Missouri. I'm in right north of Kansas City, Missouri. California. Okay, well that's nice. Yeah, it's dangerous for kids. Yeah. What's your take on Indians? Man, I don't have a take on them. Every Indian person that I've ever met have always been hard workers. Most of them that I've known have been business related people, family related people, real strong in culture, and I think that's great. We can learn a lot from each other. One culture is not better than the next. We just all have to be accepting of. I am Mr. Beast. You're Mr. Beast editor. That is cool. Are you kidding me? You hanging out with Mr. Beast? I really like the things that he's doing for different people in the community. I've seen him do so many things for people on their streams and stuff. Man, when you start using your platform to help other people, man, come on now. That's beautiful. And you're an editor for him. You believe it or not, it's a small world. I don't know exactly how this goes, but you might look it up for yourself to make sure I'm correct. But you see, there's a 6% separation of all the people that are in the world. And what I mean by that is, I'm talking to you, and you know Mr. Beast. I don't know Mr. Beast. But there's people that I know. I know some people that are on the Kansas City Chiefs football team. And then my uncle worked in the Pentagon. I've had people that have lived on other parts of the world. It's just a small world. That's why you always have to be careful to entertain angels, because thereby some have entertained angels on awares. How you doing? He said hi and stuff. Well, I make sure and say hi to you, and I'm appreciating it too. Yeah, Chat GPT is real helpful. It's really knowledgeable. I mean, to be able to use that kind of stuff. But that's cool. I think that's a lot of experience. So the fact that you're his editor, do you do stuff? Do you do videos and stuff for yourself too? Because if you know how to do videos for him, you can put together any kind of video. You can put together videos that People wouldn't even be able to imagine how to put together. This your knowledge and your ability to intermingle with this regular people, that puts you above. Oh man, you don't get in here talking about people and stuff. Well, anyway, I appreciate it anyhow. I've been called worse by better, so that's fine. Yeah, ain't nobody doing no smoking around here, bro. Well, I think that people that smoke crack probably have some kind of problem, that happened in their past, or they might have, tried it at a party or something, and then, thought they were being cool and end up just being stuck doing it. But I know people that have done that stuff and have quit, and I've never put ahead of nobody that they aren't able to stop something like that. So, I don't mind people calling me whatever. I don't really care because I know I'm not doing nothing like that, nor have I ever. I've always been, when I was in school, I was a three-sport athlete. And then when I got out of high school, I went into the military. And then when after I got out of the military, I came back and started work in my church and so on and so forth. So, oh, hey, Shayla, how you doing today? My what? No, oh heck no, ain't nobody into no young girls. The only young girls I'll be talking to is my daughter and my granddaughters. Ain't nobody on none of that. No, come on, don't do that. Don't don't come in here with that. No, no, thank you. What question did you ask? Let me see. The chat was going up pretty fast. Let me see what question you asked. You said, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" I'm not ignoring anyone. If you asked the question, if I maybe I didn't see it. Are you real Armin? Oh, that I wish. My grandkids think I am, so I guess that's good enough. Yeah, everybody that uses Chat GPT, I'm always looking up stuff to learn how to do stuff or uh, coming up with ideas for material. Chat GPT is very instrumental in a lot of the things I do. I don't use it every time. Like I'm sitting here, they say you coughing like you just smoked the whole Marlboro. Well, if you smoked the whole Marlboro, you would be coughing. That's for sure. You got that right. But yeah, I never smoked cigarettes or anything like that. But yeah, I can understand. I mean, it takes all types of conversations to rule this nation. But once again, being encouraged, guys. I'm gonna need you guys to continue to be encouraged. I'm gonna need for you to be safe today on this holiday. And if you're not celebrating the holiday, whatever you're doing, to make sure that you're doing it safely. Make sure you're doing it with the mindset that you're not. Uh, is a roll up? Oh, okay, yeah. Visit India, sir. Yeah, I would love to visit India. It's definitely would be a culture change, but I just think there's so much we can learn from all the different cultures of the world. When you realize that your culture has a lot going on for itself, but then there's other things that you can learn from other cultures, then your culture's up there with me. But when you think your culture is the catch all for everything, nobody is better than nobody. We are all on the same level playing field. We are children of God. We are family people. We are career minded people. We are business minded people. And we want to be better than we was yesterday. That is what I'm banking on. That is what I'm continue to harp on. No, I'm not a what? I don't know what that means. Some kind of account. But yeah, I understand that. But we just need to be mindful of others' feelings. You know what I mean? Because not everybody takes being called names well. But like I said, I've been in the military. They yelled a lot of names that I would rather not say. Oh, okay. Okay, I hear you. I appreciate you saying that. But like I said, if you guys are in the chat and you haven't taken time to subscribe to the channel, please do so. I would definitely appreciate it. I would definitely appreciate the continued interaction with you, to learn from you if I can. If there's things that in other comments was actually not that. Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that. But we're all adults. Sometimes, like we be in a group of people, one person might say something they're thinking is funny, and the other people might not laugh. But we all just want to be accepted, and we all want to be funny or considered humorous, or so on and so forth. So when people say stuff, or that's neither here or there. I'm fine with that. Just know that, like I said, my name is Keith Rowland, and I am a cancer survivor. I am a husband. I am a father. I am a grandfather. I am a family man, God-fearing individual. I would love for each and every one of you to be encouraged, to be blessed, highly favored. I want your families to go to the next level. I want your businesses to go to the next level. Respect to you as well, ma'am. I appreciate you stopping by the chat, and I hope that I can have you stop by in the future. You've been very nice to comment to, and sometimes people get on here saying stuff that they shouldn't say, but that's all right. You know, every time you're at work, somebody's gonna say something funny that they thought was funny, but really wasn't really funny. Hmm. I don't know what you guys is talking about right there. Get a fade. I probably should get a fade, but let me tell you the reason for the long hair. When I went through my cancer treatments, I had, my hair wasn't as long as this, but it fell out in my hands in the bathroom, and I remember I just looked in the mirror and I cried because I just thought I thought I was gonna die. I'll keep it 100 with you guys. I thought I was gonna die, and God chose to spare me. So when my hair grew back, yeah, I'm being ridiculous. I got a big old dilly bop on the top of my head and so on and so forth. But let your hair fall out and you think you're going to die. When your hair grows back, you'll want to keep it for a while. My wife's probably going to tell me to cut it off and get a fade. I probably should go ahead and get a fade. It would look better when I go to church instead of sitting here looking like the last Mohican. Can someone turn you to become I'm not above anybody. I listen to people. Oh, yeah, I can't make a comment on that. There's all types of people in the world, and I'm sure that there's all type of people that are Christians too. Each individual is an individual. That's the thing about God. He don't make no mistakes. Oh, okay. Mr. Alex, go Canada, brother. Hey, I appreciate being congratulated on that. But y'all see, man, my eyebrows, man, that's the only thing that ain't grew back, man. That looks weird. I mean, look at that. I mean, you can see it faintly. That's the only thing in there. And my beard ain't have no problem. Heck, I could take some of my beard off and put on my eyebrows. We think that'll work. I'm just kidding, y'all. But hey, praise the Lord. I'm with that, Mr. Alex. Amen and amen to that. God-fearing people are definitely welcome in this chat, brother. Because it says in Hebrews 13:2 to be careful to entertain strangers, because thereby some have entertained angels unawares. And I appreciate you stopping by, sir, and bringing the word of God. That is welcome in here, in this place. I live in the cartel and stuff. Yeah, I hear a lot about that on the news. And I don't want to. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Alex. I've heard a lot about that. But like I said, even the people in the cartel, they have families, they got children and stuff. They want to be positive and stuff on what they're doing. They don't want to hurt nobody. I mean, if people would just do whatever they're doing and stay out of them people's business at doing that, that'd probably be best. If cartels and other people like that are operating around you, Stay away from that. Pray for us. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hand of protection in Jesus' name right towards you right there, that your community be safe. And it doesn't matter if the cartel's around there or whoever is walking around there, that they would have it in their heart to keep your community safe. What they're doing behind closed doors doesn't concern us. But what concerns us is the safety and well-being of each and every member of our families. And I am calling on Jesus right now to be our protector in that situation, because I know that he is more than a conqueror. We are just looking to the hills from whence cometh our help. I consider you blessed. I say you blessed. I know you blessed, and you're going to be blessed. I appreciate that. Yeah, sometimes, faith it's a fickle thing. I put an abbreviation to faith. Faith is the fortress assisting and initiating the healing in our lives. That's where faith comes in. And then when you put the works with it, you're powerful. You are powerful. You're more than a conqueror. Through your prayer, in your faith, in your works, everything that you call to pass will come to pass. These are the things that how you get to get back to become faithful. How you get back to becoming faithful is you just really need to take it a step at a time. It's just not something that just happens overnight. It can happen overnight, but you being faithful, taking one step towards God, then he's going to take two steps towards you. You'll find that when you start praying hard and you start having faith, that's when the attack comes. Because believe it or not, if nothing's going on nothing bad or nothing is attacking going on in your life, that means the devil's got a foothold in your life and he's content with what's going on in your life. But when you're doing good and you're putting your best foot forward and little things come into your way, then that's when you know that you are really making ground on your purpose. That when you're really making ground on the steps that you're taking in your family, in your business, in your own personal lives. I'm here to uplift families, but I'm here to uplift you mostly, because it's the leaders that need to be motivated and uplifted too. You guys are leaders. You guys are business people. You guys are the ones that make it all happen. And if oh, hey, how you doing today, Wesley? I appreciate you. Did you do any diet changes after you found out about, or was it just pure? It was treatment. They didn't put me on any of the diets or anything like that. A lot, I ate a lot of vegetable stew, that homemade vegetable stew, because it had that broth on there and stuff, and that went down into, yeah, I've heard of juice world before. Yeah, and that kind of stuff keeps your body feeling wholesome. Those soups and things of that nature. And then I never used to have to eat Tums or anything like that. But after going through cancer treatment and giving you shots in your stomach and all that, that stuff is very irritating to your stomach. When your opinion on a person that says they don't want to get back to God because you're doing a lot of sins and want to get back to God when clean. There's never no right time to go back to God, because the first story, does your wait does oh well, I hope your uncle doesn't have cancer, and if he does, I'm going to rebuke it, and I'm going to pray that he has a steady healing in his life. Yeah, food does play an important part, and believe it or not, you just keeping your appetite. No, uncle, I'm talking about Oh, okay. I just made an effort to be as healthy and prayerful as I could during those times. And he beat it. God bless that. He prayed. He went through the situation, and God removed that cup. That is very uh, encouraging to me to know someone that has family that has beat cancer. You know, because when you go through your cancer treatment, it feels like you're just going through it all by yourself. God bless a real man with, I thank you for that. I appreciate that. But it's, a lot of prayer and, a lot of self searching to realize that I know that there's more than us. What's your opinion on ICE and the deportation tour? You know, I feel I don't like people forcefully being removed or anything like that. And I don't have nothing against no people. More matter of fact, I have respect for a person that'll uplift their whole family and move them from one place to another in order to find prosperity for their family. Now, if people are doing something wrong or, hurting people or stuff, people that are doing crime, those are the people that need to be arrested and deported and things like that. But you cannot tell me all the hardworking Mexicans that run all the restaurants and all the businesses that they run, each and every person is not doing what they're supposed to. That I'm not going to believe that. I've met so many hardworking Mexican individuals that I just love their work ethic. I love their family mentality. I'm not for no just grabbing nobody and putting nobody out of nowhere. Who are we to say that that the tree next to us even belongs to us anyway? This is God's land. Anybody and anywhere in the world should be able to go anywhere they want to. As long as they're following the law and working and doing everything like that and taking care of their family, I don't care about that immigration stuff. It's above my pay grade. But if it was up to me, as long as you're not breaking the law and you're not doing anything to hurt anybody else, I don't care who moves next door to me. Matter of fact, I like diversity in the neighborhoods. Are always the happiest, and the weekends after having hard work and they stay positive. Yeah, they're always hard working. They deserve to have a nice time on the weekends and barbecue and spend time with their family. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. But I won't come out and say anything against the president or anything like that. Because what he's doing is above my pay grade, and I don't know the ins and outs of that. So I'm not going to be hypocritical and talk about that. But what I would like peace. I would just like for him to make it, bring some businesses back. Make more opportunity for individuals, and realize that people are law abiding. It don't matter where they're from. Who did I vote for? I won't go there. I won't go there. I would like to say, but I won't. Who'd you vote for? I know one person's not going to overthrow the vote of the whole election. So, but I did practice my right to vote. If that's any optimism, you're a Mexican citizen. Well, God bless you. Do you live in Mexico now, or are you in the United States? My cancer was stage 4 prostate cancer, and I found out about it when I was working on a construction project, and we were digging a trench, and the side wall of the trench gave away, and I hurt my leg, kinda, and I went to the doctor. That's when I found out. Are you in Sinaloa? There's a show on YouTube I watch. I can't remember the guy's name, but he lives in Sinaloa, and he's always building concrete buildings and everything. This guy's like the Bob Vila of Mexico. He builds like everything. I love his channel. I'll tell you one thing I loved when I walked around in Mexico when I was in the military. I love the street vendors. I love the atmosphere. I love the culture. Hey, I appreciate that. There's nothing wrong with serving your country, but there's nothing wrong with serving the people of your country too. And I feel like that's what I'm doing now, serving the people of my country. I'm 56 years old. I just turned 56 in May. 56 years young. My grandkids don't even think I'm that old, so I'm gonna let them think that. But in today's world, that's not really that all that old, and I feel good. I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life. Uh, Cancers didn't pass. I still got to go through the treatments to where they check my blood work to make sure my numbers aren't increasing and things like that. When I found out about it, let's see, I was 52, and I went through the meat part of. Oh, well, I appreciate it. 39. 39 is a decent number. I appreciate that. I don't know how old my wife thinks I look. I don't know. Maybe, hopefully, she thinks I look young. Excuse me. I need to take a drink of my coffee, y'all. Y'all like that cold coffee? I got it from Wendy's. It's caramel cold coffee. Man, that's pretty tasty. Fairly tasty. But just encouragement series. We're in the 12th installment of the series. You guys have been so great. Opinion on getting married nowadays? Is it worth it? Or give? No, I feel like it's worth it because you have to have a like-minded individual. Because marriage is a choice. It's not no fuzzy feeling in your belly like they describe love and all that different stuff. But what I think is when you find somebody that's like-minded to you and y'all are willing to work together for y'all's, I call it betterment. And what I mean by that is if we're chipping in together to go to the next level for our marriage, for, maybe getting us a house in the future, or no iced coffee, too basic. I try not to take the basic. Oh, I can't say any of that. Captain Richard, I appreciate you, brother. I don't need him. That's not great. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense. I want to be a motivation to some people because, like I was mentioning earlier, it says in Hebrews 13:2 to be careful to entertain strangers because thereby some have entertained angels unawares. I want to be mindful and respectful to the people that I meet because, we meet everybody else that's all negative. Oh, remember me, Ed is for life. How you doing now? There's so many other people that can be negative. I don't nobody got time for that. See somebody in your life, man, and like I see veterans all the time with their wartime hats on, like what time what war they served in or what time they served in. I am always go out of my way. I walk clean across the store to tell somebody how thankful I am for their service because that way they won't feel like they're doing it for nothing. You know, I mean, don't you get tired of people doing something really good and then other people just look at it like it's just nothing? That's not fair. If somebody's going out of their way to do something for us, then we need to at least say, thank you, sir. Thank you for putting your life on the line to make sure I can walk down the streets safely. What's not to be thankful for about that? But if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. I look forward to hearing the comments, hearing where you guys are from. I look forward to visiting with you, talking, our talk, walking our walk. People don't appreciate that extra mile. Well, they don't have to. They don't need to appreciate it. I appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell because, I don't really have a hard stream schedule yet. I'm getting, I guess I'm coming out of a shell because whether you believe it or not, it's hard to sometimes to do these streams and be so transparent with people, and people get on there and say things negative to you, and you try to continue to be uplifted and uplifting towards other people. But I'm here to tell you I'm thankful for that. And God has brought me through a lot in order so I can be an encouragement for someone. That's why we came up with the Just Encouragement series in the beginning. This has been Keith Rowland coming to you with an installment of Just Encouragement, Series Part 12. And if you haven't got a chance to, go back and check out the other installments of this series. You won't be let down. And until next time, try God, and He'll definitely try you. Be blessed.